In this video, you'll discover how baking soda has an impact on your health. Hi ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Zarowski and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification and join our notification community so I can help you excel your health and your life. In this video, we're talking about baking soda. There's a lot of people who are taking baking soda, mixing it with water and drinking it, also making some different concoctions with baking soda and salt and a whole bunch of other ingredients in order to try to improve their health. And so when we look at baking soda, it has a lot of great benefits, but of course, you know, there's always pros and cons to everything. And so when we look at baking soda, I want to discuss the pros and the cons and what you really need to know if you're someone who likes to use baking soda to improve your health. Now, when we look at baking soda in general, there's a lot of pros to it. First of all, it's going to support improving digestive health. It's going to do this by reducing digestive symptoms that some people may be having, but also it supports reducing acid reflux and heartburn and that pain that some people get in the upper stomach and lower chest. And so if you're someone who is suffering from that, baking soda can be really powerful for it. Now also it's going to improve your kidney health. You know, when we look at these different studies out there, what we find is that people who are suffering from kidney disease, it helped decrease the progression of that disease. When we look at people who are suffering from kidney failure, it helped decrease the chance of kidney failure while using the baking soda. And so baking soda is really powerful for improving your overall kidney health. Now, the other thing is it's going to support oral health. It's going to do this by helping you whiten your teeth. It's also going to reduce and eliminate the bacteria that's known to cause tooth decay, and it also will help with bad breath. And so it has a lot of benefits for overall oral health, and oral hygiene is very important when it comes to the health of your overall body. Now, the other thing is it's going to improve sports performance. There are studies out there that show that consuming some baking soda and water before an athletic event is very powerful in the way of increasing performance and endurance, but also helping with the relief and reduction of muscle fatigue. And so it's powerful in that way. It also is going to improve the symptoms that you will have from ulcers. Now, if you know someone who's ever drank, let's say, apple cider vinegar, which is very popular right now, or maybe they're drinking kombucha and they get a really strong burning sensation in their stomach, there's a good chance that they have an ulcer. And so, you know, using some baking soda can help relieve some of the symptoms associated with ulcers because they can be very painful. Now, the last thing on our list here is you can use it as a cancer prevention strategy. There's a couple studies out there that show that, you know, using baking soda as a way to, you know, decrease some of the symptoms associated with a cancer treatment, it can be very powerful for that. And it also can be very powerful for reducing the size of tumors because tumors are very acidic. And so, you know, using baking soda, which is very alkalizing, it can really help reduce the size of those tumors and also support the overall health of your body. Now, of course, just like anything, there are pros and there are cons, and so let's go ahead and take a look at some of the cons, okay? Because if you're using too much baking soda, you can have microbial imbalances because basically the pH in the gastrointestinal tract is very important for maintaining a good microbe balance. And so if we don't want pathogens to start increasing in our gut and start having this bad bacteria start growing in there, basically we want to make sure that we keep the pH right. So we got to be careful with baking soda when it comes to overall microbial imbalance. We also have to be careful with it when it comes to acid reflux because people who are having heartburn or acid reflux, you know, it really helps decrease those symptoms, but the problem is it can make matters worse. So, you know, using small amounts of baking soda for a short period of time is a good strategy, but using high amounts for a long period of time is not a good strategy simply because as it affects the pH of the stomach, it actually can affect how the valves are functioning in the stomach and make the whole matters worse. So be very careful with that. The other thing that consuming baking soda can do is decrease your potassium levels. As it decreases potassium absorption, it can decrease chloride levels and also increase your sodium levels. So we have to be careful with that as well. Now, when we look at this, it really comes down to everything in moderation, and too much of a good thing is not a good thing. So we have to be careful with it in that way. When we look at a lot of the different research out there, what I have found is that a lot of the research is pointing to 1 teaspoon mixed in an 8-ounce glass of water, okay? So if you're someone who's consuming, you know, 2 to 3 and even 4 teaspoons a day mixed with water, then that's not going to be healthy for you. If you're consuming just baking soda in very small amounts, then that can be good for your overall health. Now, the other thing that's important is make sure that we are eating a healthy diet because many of the different symptoms and problems that we're looking at here are related to eating a very poor quality diet. So we want to make sure that we are looking into that as well. The last two things I want to mention is that, first of all, when we look at some of the pros of baking soda, it has a ton of natural beauty benefits and skin benefits. So, be sure to actually use baking soda for those reasons, because they can help with reduce acne, they can help with bug bites, they can help with rashes. And so anyway, baking soda is powerful in so many ways. Now, when it comes to what baking soda to use, there's the Arm & Hammer brand, but there's also the Bob's Red Mill. I prefer the Bob's Red Mill simply because I know it's a very good quality and it's very pure. So that's what I would recommend. So other than that, that wraps this up. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel here, and then check out the other videos that I did that help you improve your health. I'll see you in the next video.